Hello, this is Chetan Narula reporting for Cricket World, and my current pit stop is London. It's blue skies, it's sunny, the jackets have come off, the shades are on. It's the weather that we have been waiting for in England for the past 2 weeks. Rain played a lot of spoil sport in Group A and B both. Teams sharing points, team devoid of victories. You have New Zealand who could have won against Australia, but instead they are on their flight home. So a lot of turmoil because of the rain, but suddenly it's the business end of the Champions Trophy. England playing Australia as I talk. In Birmingham, they're 140 odd for 2 are Australia, and it's a must-win game for them if they want to qualify for the semi-final. So let's just recount what's happened since I last came up with an update. That was in Birmingham. Pakistan were playing South Africa. In a rain-curtailed game, Pakistan beat South Africa to throw up various possibilities open in Group B. Pakistan fielded well, Pakistan bowled well, and Pakistan batted very well against South Africa, chasing a small target, but they withstood pressure and they were ahead on Duckworth-Lewis system when the rain came, and they got those 2 points. And then the next day, at this very ground, Sri Lanka beat India. Who could have thought that Sri Lanka would chase 322 set by India? Shikhar Dhawan scored his 5th ODI 100 in ICC tournaments. He's got 2 in 2015 World Cup, 2 in 2013 Champions Trophy, and he's got another 1 here as well. So, but that went in vain. Sri Lanka have been different from all other teams in this tournament. They've had an attacking approach to their batting, to chasing down targets, and it did not work against South Africa. It worked here against India, and but then you really have to be consistent throughout 50 overs, and that is what really stood out. So India didn't really know what hit them. Yes, their 4th and 5th bowlers went for runs, and there was this question, should Ravichandran Ashwin have played? Maybe it was sunny and bright like this, he could have played, but it was muggy and overcast, so India were right in going with their 4 bowlers. So it was really a very confusing call whether to leave Ashwin out or not. We'll talk about India-South Africa in a bit. It was, until then, Sri Lanka beating India was the biggest upset of this tournament so far. But then on Friday, that was yesterday in Cardiff, Bangladesh did a repeat over New Zealand, what they had done in Ireland before this tournament started. 200-run partnership between Mahmudullah and Shakib Al Hasan. They chased down 290 odd from New Zealand, sent New Zealand packing. I mean, look at New Zealand. They could have won against Australia when rain came. They lost against England and then lost to Bangladesh. The tournament started off well, but it ended on a whimper, really. Bangladesh then on 3 points with a magical victory. They are in contention, but Australia need to win against England today in Birmingham. Or if it's a washout, they could still progress in terms of run rate. Or in fact, if it's a washout, they might not progress because Bangladesh have a win, which Australia would not have. So, like I said, Australia really need to beat England. It's the ODI Ashes, as England skipper Eoin Morgan put it. It's an intriguing game that's happening in Birmingham right now. Let's talk about India-South Africa. That'll be happening here tomorrow. That is Sunday. Huge game. Nobody thought one of India and South Africa would be going home at this stage of the competition. England, Australia, South Africa, India. They were the 4 semi-finalists thought about by everyone. But then this is the way this tournament is. It's very short, just 3 games. You have to be at your best, and if you lose one game, your head is suddenly on the chopping block, as both India and South Africa have found out. So what can India do really? Do they bring in Ashwin, or do they leave out Jadeja? Do they drop one of the pacers? Jasprit Bumrah was off colour, so was Umesh Yadav, but how do you leave one of those 2 out? Mohammad Shami is there, would you bring him in? Or there's also the case for Bhuvneshwar Kumar being dropped, because if it is this bright and sunny, would you want to leave him out? Because there has not been much swing in this tournament so far. It's really a confusing call. It's really a tough call for Virat Kohli. And against South Africa, you want your 7 batsmen. So Hardik Pandya will obviously be playing. Would you bring in Dinesh Karthik ahead of Kedar Jadhav? Because he is a better fielder there. So it's really intriguing what India would do. For South Africa, there's a chance that AB de Villiers might not play because of injury. He was due for a big one. You have 4 runs. He scored 4 runs against Sri Lanka. He scored a golden duck for the first time in his ODI career against Pakistan. So South Africa will miss his all-round presence on the field. But it's a pressure situation for South Africa, and this is what they're not known for, especially in ICC tournaments. So again, a huge game for South African cricket, well, in ODI format at least. And then on Monday we have Sri Lanka, Pakistan, where the other semi-finalist could be decided. England, of course, are already in the semi-final. They're top of Group A, irrespective of the result in Birmingham today. They will be top of Group A, and they will play their semi-final in Cardiff on June 14. So, as I say this, Bangladesh, Australia, India, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, I mean, 6 teams could still qualify for the semi-final, and that is the essence of the Champions Trophy. Signing off now from London. I'll be back after these games, after these group stage has been completed, and we know the full lineup of the semi-finals. And I'll be back with looking ahead to the semi-finals and what has happened in these 3 games.